Welcome to part 5 of Why My Generation Sucks. Let's start off with television these days. Television has been a downer for a few years now, especially with cartoons. And some of these reality shows, they are just nonsense and are really not real, but are more scripted. Let's start off with cartoons these days. Most modern cartoons today are just plain messed up. They're either unfunny, unoriginal, bland, boring, drugged up, or just idiotic. Like Cartoon Network, how do you go from shows like Johnny Bravo, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Courage the Cowardly Dog, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, the Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Hi Hi Puffy Yami Yumi, etc., to The Annoying Orange, if you want to consider it a cartoon, The Problem Solver, Secret Mount 4 Awesome. You know, it's like these are the kind of shows that they're offering us. What's really also destroying the channel and its ratings is, of course, the live action shows. I've said this before and I'll say it again. It's Cartoon Network, 24/7 of cartoons. That used to be the channel slogan, Cartoon Network, the best place for cartoons. That slogan's gone now. They don't use it anymore. Now there's probably some people that's going to say just because Cartoon Network has live action shows doesn't mean that they're all bad. Bull crap. All the live action shows that have aired are pretty much bad. Plus, most of them are unoriginal because they are shows that we've seen from other shows that already exist. Like, Out of Jimmy's Head. Have you seen Out of Jimmy's Head? Absolutely garbage. Survive This. Obviously a ripoff of Survival. Bobby Says, a reincarnation of America's Funniest Home Videos. Dude, What Will Happen? Obviously a ripoff of Jackass. Tower Prep. Ben was right. It does sound like a building company. Not to mention the shows, that are currently airing. Level Up and Incredible Crew. I don't care even if Cartoon Network did air some good live action shows. As long as there's cartoon in the name, then there should not be any live action shows, period. Just cartoons, 24 hours. Nickelodeon, how do you go from Rugrats, Rocko's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy, Hey Arnold, all that, The Amanda Show, Drake and Josh, Clarissa Explains It All, Invader Zim, to Fanboy and Chum Chum, Victorious, Big Time Rush, Marvin, etc. Disney Channel, how you go from That's So Raven, Lizzie McGuire, Even Stevens, Kim Possible, The Proud Family, Phil the Future, etc., to Ant Farm, Shake It Up, Austin Alley, and Jesse, etc. Not to mention Disney Channel's 30th anniversary is coming up in 7 days, April 18th. Let's see if they'll do something special like Cartoon Network did for their 20th anniversary, jackasses. But we'll see if they'll do that by the 18th. And whatever happened to Saturday morning cartoons? I remember back in the 90s watching Fox Kids, Kids WB, Disney's One Saturday Morning. Those were the good old days. Now none of these 3 blocks don't exist anymore, which is sad. And I bet the 90s kids and early 2000s kids who grew up watching Saturday morning cartoons, they probably don't get up as early as they used to watch Saturday morning cartoons because we don't have that much Saturday morning blocks like we used to. They probably still be in the bed like by 10 o'clock or 10:30 still busting their nose or whatever. I mean, you never know. The only block that's there is the Vortex. And people have told me so far that it's like Fox Kids. I mean, I really don't see it. Maybe they're going by the commercial bumpers or pretty much how the lineup is set up. I don't know. I mean, I really don't get up as early like I used to at times, especially since I work on Fridays now from 4 to 12 in the morning and don't get home till at least like 1 in the morning. I usually don't get up to like 9:30, 10 o'clock, or 11 or 10:30, just depending. But I have seen the Vortex a little bit, and it's okay. The lineup is pretty good. I mean, Sonic X is still there. Transformers Prime. You got Justice League Unlimited, Dragon Ball Z Kai, The WWE Saturday Morning Slam. I really don't care for wrestling, but hey, that's still there. The original Yu-Gi-Oh! Love me some Yu-Gi-Oh! I know they got this new Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. I've seen a few episodes of it. I really don't care for it. Just like I don't care for Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. I think they really should stop making Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. We're fine with the original Yu-Gi-Oh! And GX. That's all I'm saying. But we really do need more Saturday morning blocks. I still miss Kids WB, even though the Vortex, I will say, is a much better Saturday morning block than CW for Kids ever was. And we need more Saturday morning blocks like, Disney's One Saturday Morning, Fox Kids. But, I would appreciate that. And I really don't watch television as much as I used to. I mean, mostly on weekends, but during the week, usually like later in the evening or whatever. But usually I'm either on the computer or studying for a test or doing homework for a class. So, reality shows. Most of them are just a hot mess, ridiculous, and so scripted. It's reality. It's supposed to be real, not fake nor scripted. One show that's really scripted as hell is the Kardashian series, especially the recent episodes I've seen for Kourtney and Kim. I mean, whether it's Kourtney and Kim, Khloe and Kourtney go to whatever place they go to, keeping up with the Kardashians. Why are there so many Kardashian spinoffs? And thank God Rob Kardashian doesn't have one. He doesn't need one. And why should reality shows have so many spinoffs in the first place? Jersey Shore has some too. And one of the spinoffs I know they have is Snooki and Jay Wild. They have their own show. Oh no, why? Reality shows, they just need to be more original and real. I mean, it's called reality for a reason, not freaking scripted. Because the Kardashian shows I have seen are pretty much really, really scripted. It's like, really, are you kidding with us? It'd be the same old stuff. Like, say Scott and Kourtney getting a little argument or whatever. Towards the end, they're obviously going to make up. I mean, they're not going to hate each other forever. It's like, come on, can't y'all spice it up a little bit? Make a little tweak where it's actually real and not freaking scripted. I don't get it. That's why we run from reality shows. Most of them are just a hot mess and don't make no damn sense. Now, moving on to fanboys and fangirls. What is wrong with most fanboys and fangirls nowadays? Most, not all, thank God. Now, for any fanboys and fangirls who don't go all crazy and get butthurt or what people say, and you just, respect that person's opinion, all I have to say is I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that you're not like the others that go crazy and ballistic and crap like that. But most fanboys and fangirls who are fans of like Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, especially bands like One Direction and Mindless Behavior, most of their fans, they will bash the hell out of you because you dislike that artist's music. Is it really necessary for you to attack people who don't like the artists you like? I mean, I'm sorry, but I just don't think their music is all that special. And it's also effed up how they'll say that they're going to threat you and they're going to kill you and they're going to find you where you live. Good luck. You don't know my address or phone number and you don't need to. How about that? It's like, or they'll tell you to go die. It's like, wow. Just like Kanye West's song, how can you be so heartless? I mean, let's say you're like a little, if there's a Lil Wayne fan or a Mindless Behavior or Nicki Minaj fan, they'll probably say something like, you're a loser. Nicki is awesome. She's on the American Idol. Her third album is number 4 for 6 weeks. Shut the fuck up. They'll say that type of stuff. Okay, first of all, I'm not a loser. Second, I don't give a rat's ass if Nicki Minaj is on American Idol or her third album went number 4 for 6 damn weeks. That doesn't mean that she's freaking talented. I don't give a rat's ass if she was a president of the United States for 5 months. Either way, I mean, I'm just expressing my thoughts and opinions on Nicki Minaj. Okay? I appreciate it if you just respect my opinion and freaking deal with it, because there's nothing you can do to change about it. Why is it that people who are, fans of these artists or a certain show, they have to, it's like they find a video to make sure that nobody says they sucks, and then they check out the video so they can just bash the hell out of them for no reason at all, just because they stated their opinion. It's ridiculous. If you don't like that certain video, then don't watch it. Why do you have to be so hard-headed about it and just click on the video so you can type something nasty about it? It doesn't make any sense. Chill the hell out. Life is too short to be getting all butthurt about that. That doesn't make any sense. I just wish the internet would just be a more nicer place. I mean, this is YouTube. We should be enjoying videos and enjoying ourselves and, commenting and stuff like that. Just having a good old time. I would like that. Hakuna Matata, like from the Lion King. It means no worries, that type of stuff. Jeez, oh Pete. Or they'll probably say you're a pessimist, like a very negative person. Hey, I like to be a person that looks on the bright side at times as well. I like to try to look for brighter things as well, not just pretty much being negative. I mean, damn. Or you know what? Oh, one word that I really can't stand, that I don't understand why people keep using it, is the word hater. They'll probably say, oh, you're a hater, like they're jealous. I am not jealous of the artists you like. I just don't think their music is all that talented. You can't just assume that just because you don't like their music doesn't mean you got to say that they're jealous. How about you ask, hey, do you think you're jealous? Oh, but no, but they don't bother asking. They just assumes that you're a freaking hater. And if you don't know what a hater is, hey, that's why we have dictionaries. Look it up. Because I'm sure some people don't even bother looking at dictionaries these days. Like kids, most of these kids don't read books like they used to. Come on. If I hear one person say that I'm a hater, ooh, I'm going to have to choke somebody. Seriously, don't they get on your nerves when they say you're a hater? Nah, we ain't jealous of what they got. I couldn't care a rat's ass. I mean, sure, you would like to have some money and, a nice limousine and a mansion and stuff, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. That doesn't mean I'm hating on them, damn. Or they'll say, you're ugly, they're so much cuter than you. That hurts. That hurts. I mean, how could you? I know for a fact that I am not ugly, and maybe you are the one that's unattractive based on your personality and going loco over some damn music. See, there's a difference between Michael Jackson fans and the Beatles fans versus Justin Bieber mindless behavior fans, because MJ and Beatles fans have good taste, and the others who are fans of those artists, they really don't have good taste, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. You would expect them to say, oh, I see where you're coming from. I respect your opinion. But most of the time, they just don't. I'd rather have that than being attacked. Then there's some, especially most One Direction Justin Bieber fans, they'll send death threats. Like some of the fangirls, they'll send, like when Justin Bieber was with Selena Gomez, they'll send death threats towards her. Or like Harry Styles from One Direction. There was like a few One Direction fans that sent death threats to Taylor Swift because she was dating Harry at the time. It's like, what? Come on, what is wrong with you? Sending death threats isn't going to change anything. That is just unhealthy and causes people like Taylor and Harry scared of their lives. If I was one of the members of One Direction, I would be embarrassed, ashamed, disappointed, and angry to have crazy-ass fans like you. It's like, take a good look at yourself. Ask yourself, is what I'm doing is wrong? Is this right? Come on, y'all. I just don't get it. See, there's also a reason why we dislike the artist's music. It's not because we don't find them all that talented. It's you fanboys and fangirls. It's you that we don't like. It's the majority of you crazy ass fans that gives yourselves and the artists a bad name because you want to go ballistic on us because of our opinions and all these death threats. That's why. And if y'all would just chill the hell out, then we wouldn't have a problem. There wouldn't be a problem. I mean, my goodness. I mean, do you do you think people back in the day were sending like Beatles fangirls? Do you think they were sending death threats to Yoko Ono because her and John Lennon were together? I don't think so. Do you think fangirls were sending death threats to Lisa Marie Presley when her and Michael Jackson were together once? I don't think so. I don't think they did. So why y'all doing this with One Direction and Justin Bieber and all of them? It's ridiculous. Listen, I understand that, we do have a certain lust for a person, whether it's a celebrity or whoever. And that's fine that you lust over one of the members of One Direction and Justin Bieber. And that's fine if you masturbate to them or you just, I don't have a problem with fanboys or fangirls as long as they don't take the obsession to a whole new level and the death threats and all that crap. And then you have most of them that ask people, do you think One Direction or Justin Bieber is going to marry me? Like they expect that they're going to come to your house and they're going to ask them to marry you. I don't think that's going to work out. First of all, that would make them a pedophile if you're a little girl that you want to marry somebody that's way older than you. And they may go to jail for that. Second, there are a lot of fans out there that love them. So everybody's obviously not going to marry every member of the band because, first of all, this is the United States, and apparently it is illegal to marry more than one woman or one man. I mean, back in the day, you could do that, but obviously they changed it for some damn reason. So you only get to marry one person. That's how it is nowadays. You can't marry two or more people because obviously that's against the law because it's illegal, and you could probably end up in jail as well for how long? Or unless you go to another country, like you get married to you get married to them in another country. But either way, are you really going to waste your time going to another country to marry that person, more than one person, for each his own? And then you're probably not going to be able to come back to America, and you're going to be stuck in that country for the rest of your life. I mean, I'm just saying, does that make sense for you to waste your time doing that? And they'll probably be like, oh, but I never got to see them in concert. Well, there are other times you can do that. Or you can always watch them live on YouTube. And I understand, you would like to marry those guys. But in the end, that may not happen. I'm not saying it won't happen, and I'm not trying to crush your dreams or hurt your feelings or anything. That's not in my nature to do that. I'm just letting you know that sometimes these things won't happen. And there's no need to be sending death threats, It's just unhealthy to do that, that's all I'm saying. Keep supporting them, but you don't have to do this, is all I'm saying. You never know. Maybe God will, let you be lucky. You may marry a member of One Direction one day. Or a certain celebrity. Who knows? I'm sure there's some celebrities who don't just date other celebrities. I'm sure they date other regular people. You never know. Hell, I'm sure there's some guys that like to get with Victoria Justice or Brenda Song or Sofia Vergara. Hell, I know I would. But at the end of the day, that may not work out. Or unless you get blessed and it gets planned either way. Who knows? But either way, this has been my rant on why my generation sucks, part 5. There's going to be a part 6 where I talk about bandwagoners and pretty much kids of today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a nice day.